Good evening, family. How's everybody doing today? If you're coming on, whether you are on Facebook or YouTube, I don't know, maybe you got so many devices you can come on both of them at the same time. Whatever the case is, I would ask you to do me a quick favor. Please hit the like button, hit the share button, tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know. Prophet Ramon, for some strange reason, is live right now on this Millionaire Monday. And Prophet Ramon said he's got some things he want to share with you concerning millionaires. So I want you to do something quickly for me after you have hit the like button, the share button, after you've tagged someone. If you would be so kind, I want you to put in the comments hashtag millionaire. I mean, only if you have a dream or desire to become financially free. Maybe you have a dream and a desire to become a millionaire. Maybe you've at least thought about it in your mind and you just wondered, wow, is it even possible for me to become a millionaire? And so I like to designate today as Millionaire Monday. All right. So maybe you can make that your mantra and you can put yourself in the mindset that every Monday I'm going to follow Prophet Ramon and I'm going to look at every Monday as Millionaire Monday. Because guess what? If you never see it in your mind, then the likelihood gets lower for you to ever see it in your life. And so we want to take what you see in your mind and we want to convert it into what you can see in your life. And so if you've had dreams and desires of financial freedom, if you've ever felt like getting to a financial place to where you're not under pressure, you can take care of your family, is something that is on your agenda. Maybe you just know you want to be rich, you want to get the bag, and you want to put you and your family in a better position. Whatever financial place you would like to see yourself in, let's just, for the purpose of this conversation for the next few moments, let's just say that you want to be a millionaire. Okay, so if that's the case, would you put in the comments hashtag millionaire? That's your way of saying it doesn't matter what the dollar amount is. I just want to be financially free. It doesn't matter how many commas or how many zeros. I just want to be in a financial position mathematically that I don't have to struggle. I don't have to wish. I don't have to worry. I don't have to hope and anticipate something that never happens. So please do that for me very quickly. Maybe you know somebody who owns a business. Maybe you know somebody who's in a financial position that they're trying to figure out what the next steps are that they need to take. Well, I truly believe even before you figure out the steps to take, you need to figure out how you can reframe your mind to start thinking about the life that it's not optional. It's actually inevitable, meaning that if you fix and frame your mind with the right information, with the right data, with the right education and training, that is going to set you up to start building your life physically the way you see your life mentally. So do that for me very quickly. Hit the like button, hit the share button, tag somebody, let them know Prophet Ramon is about to share with us five things about millionaires. Okay, five things about millionaires. Today is Millionaire Monday. This is why I wanted to take just a few minutes. 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, my time, right here on the East Coast, 7 o'clock p.m. Every Monday, I host coaching calls for my clients, for my millionaire mentees. We have a mentorship program. We have a coaching program. We literally have two programs for business and financial coaching and consulting that's going on at the same time. So all of our coaching clients, all of our millionaire mentees, we come together every Monday for me to teach them, for me to train them, for me to answer questions for them, and for me to give them strategies and solutions and direction on what steps they need to take so that they can become 6 and 7 figure earners and maybe beyond 6 and 7 figures. But you got to start somewhere. And so because Millionaire Mondays are the days that I like to designate to talk to my clients and to my mentees, even though it's at 7 o'clock tonight, I wanted to take a few minutes before we jumped on that coaching call. And I wanted to just go live to share with you 5 things about millionaires. Now, again, you may not have a desire to be a millionaire. You may just have a desire to be financially free. Or you may have already come up with a number that you feel like if you had this dollar amount, you will be good. It might be 100 grand. It might be if you're just debt free, your house is paid off and you got a car that's paid off. Maybe that's your goal. But it really doesn't matter where in the financial or mathematical equation you want to be. You can just simplify it by saying, how about I just take my mind to a place that I want to be a millionaire? So you might need to say that to yourself. Perhaps are you even comfortable saying that to yourself? Give it a try. Just say to yourself, I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a millionaire. Can you say that? Maybe you ain't got the courage to say it. I don't know where you at in your mind or in your life, but I would love for you to at least, I would love for you to at least fix your mind to be willing to say that. Okay? Say, I want to be a millionaire. You need to be unapologetic about it. You need to be unequivocally clear and emphatic about it. Say, I want to be a millionaire. Now, here's what else I want you to say. Are you ready? Say, I can be a millionaire. Say that. I can be a millionaire. And again, we got to get this feeling that we get sometimes when we say the word millionaire. We got to get that feeling out of our hearts, out of our minds. It's okay for you to want to be a millionaire. Now say, I can be a millionaire. I can be a millionaire. I can be a millionaire. You see how I just changed it? I said, I can be a millionaire. Then I said, oh, I can be a millionaire. All right. Now, here's the last thing I want you to say. I am a millionaire. Say it. Say, I am a millionaire. Say, I am a millionaire. Yeah. Yeah. So you went from I want to be a millionaire to I can be a millionaire or I can be a millionaire to, oh, I am a millionaire. Now, of course, your bank account ain't saying that, right? Your credit report ain't saying that. Your shoebox in the closet or your safe in the basement ain't saying that. But here's the truth. If you can wrap your mind around the reality that not you want to, not you can, but that you are, it makes it easier for you to take the mindset and start developing a skill set. So I just thought that I would share a few things with you about millionaires because maybe you don't know this. Okay, so I want to give you 5 things about most millionaires. Okay, and maybe you can help someone else out who will come on and watch this later because this is just a random live. I'm literally just sitting here. If I could show you where I'm at, sitting at this tabletop right here, I've got my MacBooks open. I got my notepads. I got my phone. I got everything plugged in, charging up because I'm about to host my Millionaire Monday mentorship coaching call for my clients. I have people who have paid thousands of dollars to be a part of my coaching program, to be in my mentorship program. And these people are literally living proof of what can happen when you get the right information, get the right training, get the right support, have accountability, and have people to push you towards your place of freedom. They are proof of that. And I'm certain, and that's a big word for me to say. I'm certain, like at this point in my business, I'm certain that I am coaching people right now today, and I am mentoring people in my millionaire mentorship program who will be millionaires without a doubt. I'm confident of that because they're doing their due diligence. They're studying, they're taking all the advice that I'm giving them, they're doing everything that I'm instructing them to do, and they are using my personal playbook, my millionaire blueprint, to put themselves in a position to become millionaires. So, what are the 5 things about most millionaires? Number one, if you can help me, I would love for you to put this in the comments. Number one, most millionaires are first generation self made millionaires. This is the first thing about most millionaires. And maybe you don't know any of these things, but I want you to understand it. I want you to comprehend it. I want you to digest it. Okay. So the first thing about most millionaires is that most millionaires are first generation self-made millionaires. So when you see people who say they're millionaires, or when you watch people on television, on social media, and it is obviously clear that they're millionaires, most of the people that you may be aware of that are millionaires are, number one, first generation millionaires, meaning that their parents were not millionaires, their grandparents were not millionaires, perhaps nobody in their family lineage was ever millionaires. They are first generation millionaires, and they are self-made millionaires. And what self-made millionaire means is that you've had to figure it out without the assistance of some system or some infrastructure or some family legacy. So, for example, my grandchildren will live in the benefits of what I've created. All right. My children will live in the benefits of what I've created. They're actually experiencing those benefits in many ways today. So that means my children and my grandchildren will not be able to say that they're first generation self-made millionaires. To some extent, they will be able to say they're self-made millionaires if they put themselves in that position. But even then, if I'm assisting them and helping them and giving them some game, they really can't even say they're self-made because they didn't have to pull up their own bootstraps and figure out a lot of the kinks and details. So it's important for you to understand, because most people that I teach, most of my students, most of my mentees, most of my clients, most of the people that I talk to on a regular basis are people who are putting themselves in a position to be first generation self-made millionaires. And that may be you. So even though you might not be in a financial position, but you have the dreams to be a millionaire, even though your business is not booming and you might not be making a lot of money, but your heart and your mind and your spirit and everything about your being is moving you towards the trajectory of being financially free and becoming a millionaire. Well, guess what? It's important for you to take this fact and at least understand that you're not the exception to the rule. You're not the exception to the rule, because most millionaires are first generation millionaires. Most millionaires are self-made millionaires. So the fact that you're trying to figure it out and flesh it out, the fact that you're confused and you're disappointed and you're going through a lot day to day because you're overwhelmed, I know how it feels. I've had so many, not days, not weeks, not months, but years that I've been disappointed, I've been overwhelmed, I've been anxious, I've been worried, I've been stressed. And a lot of it was because I never thought that I would get to a place of financial freedom, or that I would be in a financial, business position to say I'm officially a millionaire. But through those ups and downs, through those moments of depression and disappointment and being distraught and discouraged, I realized that, because of the math and the studies and the science and surveys, that I wasn't the only one. Most of the people who become millionaires are first generation millionaires. They have nobody that has paved the way for them in their family, and they're self-made, meaning that they did not have infrastructures and systems and legacies that were at least developed enough to assist them. So even though it doesn't fix everything, but at least it gives you a little bit of peace to know that, okay, if I got to do this by myself, my mama them didn't do it, my grandma them didn't do it, nobody in my family made something possible to make it easier for me, then I'm not an exception to the rule. I'm not the minority, I'm the majority, because most of the people who are millionaires had to go through the same process. All right. The second thing about most millionaires is that most millionaires are entrepreneurs. Most millionaires are entrepreneurs. Most millionaires are entrepreneurs. Why is this important, Prophet Ramon? Here is why this is important. Because if most millionaires are entrepreneurs, then you have to start understanding and comprehending that owning a business at some point in your career, owning a business at some point in your financial freedom journey, owning a business at some point of you wanting to become a millionaire is going to be critical, because most millionaires are entrepreneurs. So even though you may have an amazing job, even though you may love some of the things that you do in terms of a profession or a career or a side hustle, but if you do not take those skill sets, those abilities, those passions, and those things that you just love to do on your job or with the family or on the side as a hustle, if you don't take those and package them as an entrepreneur within a business system, then you lower your opportunities to become a millionaire. Why? Because the second thing about most millionaires is what? Most millionaires are entrepreneurs. So it doesn't mean, and I say this a lot of times to people, it doesn't mean that you necessarily have to bombard yourself with running all the day-to-day operations of your business. But what it does mean is owning a business will put you in a better position to have a vehicle to use to move quicker and to diversify your opportunities and to protect your assets and to build a greater infrastructure of systems and processes that can move you down that millionaire road a little bit quicker. So if most millionaires are entrepreneurs, then guess what that means for me? At some point, I need to start learning about being an entrepreneur. I need to start accepting the fact that even though I got a good job, even though I love my career, even though I enjoy the things that I do that are not necessarily a full-fledged entrepreneurial business, but in order for me to move up that ladder, for me to get down that road, and for me to get into a financial position that I need to be in, I know I've got to adopt and adapt to what most millionaires adopt and adapt to, and that is to become an entrepreneur. All right. The third thing about most millionaires is that most millionaires invest in real estate. Did you know that? This is the third thing about most millionaires. Most millionaires invest in real estate. Now, I want you to really take this in. It may sound like I'm just giving you some statistics, but I'm not. I'm actually giving you some education. I'm actually giving you something that can inspire you and impact your life, because you can use these as foundational principles to put to practice in your life. So the third thing about most millionaires is that most millionaires invest in real estate. Why is that important? Well, let's just go through the first three things that I shared with you. Okay. Number one, most millionaires are first generation self-made millionaires. So that means if I'm going to become a millionaire, if I'm not the exception to the rule, me becoming a millionaire may be similar to how most millionaires became a millionaire. I'm going to be a first generation millionaire. My mom and them ain't gonna do it for me. Nobody in the family, no rich uncle, nobody's gonna pop up with an inheritance or an insurance policy. I may not hit the lottery. No scratch offs may give me a big enough bag to get to being a millionaire. So that means I've got to become self-made. I've got to make the decision personally to educate myself, to learn things that are probably hard for me to learn, but I have to learn about business, about finances, about taxes, about investing, about managing a business, about systems and processes. It's a world of things that I have to learn. But guess what? As a first generation self-made potential millionaire, I understand that's number one. Okay. The second thing I mentioned was that most millionaires are entrepreneurs. So now that I start learning and growing and studying, and I'm understanding business and investing and finances and how this thing works, guess what happens? Now I can start a business system, and I can wrap my mind around the fact that even if I don't want to run the day-to-day operations of a business that's out there selling products and services, I still need a business system that I can use as a vehicle to move me, to move my money, to move my ideas, to move my assets closer to that millionaire finish line. And then number three, the third thing, most millionaires invest in real estate. So that means you've got to start understanding and comprehending that when you make money and manage money, you need to put that money and park that money somewhere that you can multiply that money. Because when you're able to take earned income and invest that earned income in vehicles like real estate, you are allowing your earned income to turn into passive income, because millionaires invest in real estate. Most of them do. If you talk to the average millionaire, if you had an opportunity to talk with him or her, they would probably tell you they became millionaires because of real estate, or they became millionaires and took their millionaire money and put it in real estate. All right. Number four, the fourth thing about most millionaires, most millionaires study, schedule, and strategize. Most millionaires study, schedule, and strategize. So if you want to look at changing your financial status, here's what you change first. Change your study habits. Change your study habits. Start studying money. Start studying business. Start studying wealth. Start studying investing. Everything that I'm telling you that you should do, I've done it. And I can remember when I first started studying money and business and entrepreneurship and wealth and banking and lending and investing, and I just went crazy studying, right? I wasn't a millionaire. I really didn't have a whole lot of money. I was just scrapping trying to make it happen. But it was my studying that started developing me, growing me, and grooming me, and helping me to actually see that I can become a millionaire. Because for years, when I lacked the studied information, when I didn't know a lot about money, when I didn't understand financial systems and banking and investing and lending and wealth building and business building and systems, when I didn't understand that stuff, I really didn't believe I could become a millionaire. I really didn't believe I could even have enough money that I could be comfortable and happy and not stressed, because I didn't have enough information. It's not that I didn't have information, I didn't have enough information, because some of the information I had about business and money and finances and banking and investing and wealth building was actually the wrong information, because it was given to me or exposed to me or introduced to me by people who were not actually millionaires and who had never built anything successful from a financial perspective. So most millionaires study, they schedule, and they strategize. So how do they schedule? Well, that means they do not have a whole lot of white space in their calendar. So for example, if you got a calendar on your phone, most of us got calendars on our iPhones and on our Androids, right? Well, if you open up your calendar and if you start scrolling through your whole day and every day this week, today is Millionaire Monday. So look at your schedule tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Just look at your calendar for the next 6 or 7 days and look at how much white space you have on there. Millionaires don't have that kind of white space. Millionaires learn how to study, and then they take what they study and then they start filling their calendar and scheduling opportunities to utilize what they just studied. So, for example, if I learn a piece of information today about business, which I study every day, if I learn a piece of information about finances, about real estate, about banking, if I learn new information about what the Federal Reserve is doing and how things are changing in the real estate arena, commercial real estate, or how entrepreneurship is changing, or if I learn a new piece of information about the digitization of the world, or the metaverse, or NFTs, or cryptocurrencies, or artificial intelligence. All of these things relate to business and wealth building and becoming a millionaire and investing, right? If I learn that piece of information, guess what I want to do? I want to take that information I just studied and I want to add that information to my schedule. Does that make sense? So that means you can't just keep learning stuff, listening to stuff, and never figure out how you can add that to your schedule to see if it works, because you won't know what's working for you and what's not. And then you'll look back and say, man, I've been studying for 8 months and I ain't got no results. Well, it's not that what you were studying didn't work. is that what you studied, you didn't work. Did you catch that? It's not what you studied didn't work. It's what you studied, you did not work. So you got to put what you study to work, if that makes sense. So number 4, most millionaires study, schedule, and then they strategize. What do you mean by strategizing? That means most millionaires, every move they make is a strategic move towards getting them to that finish line, that millionaire finish line. So that means they're not going to be hanging out with people that they know are not moving them in that direction. It may sound selfish. It may sound ridiculous. I know you may try to justify that and try to make sense of it and say, well, Prophet Ramon, you do need time for you. You deserve that. And you know, I just can't be all work and no play. Well, that sounds good to people who are broke and struggling and who are making sense of being broke and struggling. That doesn't make sense to somebody who wants to be successful. So that when they're in a financial position, they can take their family where they want to take them. They can do what they want to do for their church. So they're not necessarily just chasing money. They're chasing freedom. They're chasing opportunities. They're chasing the ability to have options. They're chasing stability for their kids. So they're not chasing money as much as they're chasing those things, but it has to be strategic. So you're not just randomly. You ever had somebody call you and say, hey, what you doing? And you like, what you doing? What you mean what I'm doing? I'm working. Think about if somebody called you while you were working in the middle of the day. If they know you work from 10 to 6, or they know you work from 8 to 5, or they know you work from 11 to 7, and they calling you at like 12:30, and they know you at work. You ain't even got a break yet. And they like, what are you doing? And you like, duh, I'm working. Well, all day, every day, your life should be like that. Because you want to take all that energy you're giving to people in conversations. You want to take all that energy that you're giving to places and things that are not moving you closer to that millionaire finish line. And you want to target studying, learning, growing, developing, building a muscle, and surrounding yourself with people who are in places doing things that motivate you, that inspire you, that give you that feeling that, oh, I can actually do it. And I'm going to do it because I'm moving in that direction. So here's the 5th and final thing about most millionaires. Most millionaires buy time. Most millionaires buy time. They buy time. They buy time. You ever heard somebody say time is money? You ever heard somebody say time is money? Well, that's what most millionaires do. They buy time. So if time is money, that means I can actually take money and exchange money for time. Did you catch that? And most millionaires, they buy time. Now, how do they buy time? Many ways. They buy time by paying for people, paying for systems, paying for staff, paying for coaches, paying for support. So I'm a coach, right? I'm a business and financial coach. I'm a business and financial consultant. I'm a business and financial trainer. My wife and I have done this so long, we could do it in our sleep. And that's what got us to where we are in life, because we've understood business, we've understood finances, we've understood real estate, at least enough to put ourselves in a position to be where we at. But enough of us. I just want to bring that up to explain this point to you, that most millionaires buy time. So I will have someone reach out to me and say, I want to buy your service as a business and financial coach. I want to buy your service as a business and financial consultant and trainer. And one of the reasons why I want to buy that is because I want to buy time. So what it took you almost 18 years to figure out, I can figure out in 18 weeks just being around you. I can figure out in the next 18 months. Can you imagine what I have had to go through just within the last 18 years to get to where I am in my life? So when people see what I'm posting on social media and how I be talking and flexing, they don't understand. Number one, I'm just grateful to God that he's given me an opportunity to be where I am in life and to do what I'm able to do, not just for myself and my family, but for the people that are close to me. But they don't understand that I'm just confident because I've had the courage to step up and to operate with this mindset and to develop the skill sets to see the results. But over the course of the last 18 years since My wife and I have been full-time entrepreneurs, literally waking up every day, depending on our business to take care of us for the last 18 years. Imagine how much information you can get out of those 18 years without having to relive those 18 years. Well, if you think like a millionaire, guess what you're going to do? You're going to buy time. So there are things that I know I can probably do, but I can also call an attorney and have an attorney to do it. I just spoke to one of my attorneys the other week. They were processing some information for some licensing that we're doing and some trademarks that we have for some new products that we're introducing to the market. And guess what? I could have taken the time and Googled and YouTubed and searched and Wikipedia'd my way to figure it out. But because I had money, I was able to give an attorney a certain amount of money. And guess what that bought me? That didn't just buy me his service to do it for me. It bought me my time back, because that is time I did not have to spend because I gave money up for time. So I want to challenge you even today. I have to get off of this Millionaire Monday motivational moment with you simply because I have a 7 o'clock millionaire mentorship call and coaching call for those who are in my program. But I just want to challenge you to just revisit this video, reprocess these 5 things about most millionaires, and adopt these mantras in your life. Adapt to these mantras. So move beyond, I want to be a millionaire. Move past that. Move beyond, I can be a millionaire. Get past that. I want you to move into a place to where you can say emphatically, unapologetically, right, that I am a millionaire. But if I am a millionaire, I want my behaviors to match my beliefs. So again, those 5 things about most millionaires. Number 1, most millionaires are first generation self-made millionaires. Number 2, most millionaires are entrepreneurs. Number 3, most millionaires invest in real estate. Number 4, most millionaires study, schedule, and strategize. And number 5, most millionaires buy time. So if you're having any issues financially, any issues professionally, personally, even in your ministry, if you're a minister, if you're having any issues in your business and you know you have to figure out how to get past those glitches and you haven't figured it out, it's only because you just don't have the right data. You don't have the right information. You have to surround yourself with the right people. You have to put yourself in an ecosystem that can feed you what is necessary to not only get past those glitches and those roadblocks and barriers and limitations, but that can move you closer to that finish line to literally live a millionaire life. If you would love for me to help you and to support you and to coach you and train you on what I've done to do that in my life and what I'm doing for so many people, many of whom I'm about to coach and mentor and consult at 7 o'clock, I want you to text the word millionaire, to 404-478-7213. We have an online business and financial training program. Maybe you're one of those individuals where you don't mind logging in on your phone when you're going to work, coming from work, when you got a few free minutes. Maybe you don't mind sitting in front of the computer for a couple minutes and listening to a few video tutorials and training lessons on business and finances and investing. We have an entire online business and financial wealth building system. It's called the Millionaire Blueprint. Everything that's in that Millionaire Blueprint is my personal playbook. It's exactly what I have used, literally everything that I have used to become who I am today and have accomplished what I've accomplished today is in that Millionaire Blueprint. There's not one piece of data in that Millionaire Blueprint. There are hundreds of videos, tutorials, training lessons, documents, forms, teaching you from goal setting to scheduling, from pricing your products, packaging your products, from starting and structuring a holding company, filing your EIN, getting your LLC, articles of organization, drafting your operating agreement. We have courses in there for real estate investing, residential and commercial. We have courses in there and training modules for sales and marketing. We show you how to become a better salesperson, how to become a better marketer. We have many other complementary courses in there to teach you about finances and income and accounting, QuickBooks. There is so much information in this Millionaire Blueprint because it's what I've had to figure out the last 18 years. When I first got started, no one was sharing that information with me. And I didn't know how to gather all this different information together to literally build a successful business. And so within the last 18 years, my wife and I have been able to do it. We have been successful in executing it. And I made a promise to myself and to God that when I got to where I know I needed to be to know that my family was secure and safe and successful, that I was going to build a platform to make it available to my people. And so that Millionaire Blueprint is a part of me having that platform available to my people. We also have a Millionaire Mentorship program. It includes the online training system, but it also includes personal coaching sessions with me. If in fact, in addition to training, you need coaching and consulting. You need someone on the sidelines helping you step by step get your business started, get it structured, get your finances in place, help you set goals, figure out how to package your products. If you would like to know more information about either one of those programs, feel free to text. All you have to do is text the word millionaire to 404-478-7213. Again, that's 404-478-7213. So this is just a Millionaire Monday edition of a few motivational moments that I want to have with my tribe and my community today. There are a lot of goals that people have set. There are a lot of resolutions that people have set. And I want to do my best to drop in as much as I can to share some valuable information with you. So again, if you would like to speak to me and be a part of our Millionaire Mentorship Program or learn more about it and or our online Millionaire Blueprint, feel free to text Millionaire to 404-478-7213. That's 404-478-7213. You can also go to RamonPreston.com. RamonPreston.com. Actually, in the description of this video, you should see a few links that will take you to our Millionaire Blueprint, our mentorship program, and all of the other programs that we have available for coaches and consultants. We have certification programs, licensing programs. We're doing everything we can to help God's people become financially free. And as a minister, helping people become spiritually free is like one of the greatest experiences and feelings of fulfillment and satisfaction in the world. But when you can pair that and complement that with getting people free spiritually, but also showing them how to get free economically, it's heaven on earth. And so I'm so proud of what my team and I have been able to do. I'm so grateful for every one of you that always follow, that always watch, that always show your love and your support. And I want you to know sincerely from the bottom of my heart, I want you to win. I want you to live out your dreams. I want you to have an amazing legacy for you and for your family. And if there's anything that my team and I can do to help assist you in that process, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Again, you could text Millionaire to 404-478-7213, or you can go to RamonPreston.com, and everything that I have, you will find it on that website, or there will be a link taking you to some site or some page with the information, all the prices, all the details of our programs, what you're going to learn, what you're going to get, what you could expect, and what our side of the responsibility is when you come into business with us. So I love all of you, appreciate all of you. I've got to go mentor these upcoming millionaires and coach my clients at 7:00 p.m. and would love for you to be a part of our mentorship program so that you can be logging in just about 12 minutes to get the game and to be a part of a community of people who not only want to get beyond six figures in their businesses, but they want to be millionaires. They want to get the bag to be a blessing to their families and their churches and their communities and their world. And they finally have faith-based information, prophetic business leadership that's helping them make that happen. I love y'all. Have an amazing evening. Enjoy the rest of this Millionaire Monday.